Hi, I'm Antonio Centeno, the founder of Real Men Real Style. Today I'm going to be answering a reader's question, and the question is, help Antonio, I have had a horrible made-to-measure experience. What do I do now? Okay, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. By doing that, these videos come right to you. In addition, if you like this, if you find it useful, I would appreciate it if you would click on the like button. And if you want more information about men's style, you know I've got an awesome 47-page ebook on men's style that you can grab. Just go to the link right down below, and you'll also be on my newsletter where I'm going to send you great, solid tips, free PDFs, just a lot of good information about men's style and offers for many of my courses. Okay, so let's get back to the question. This actually came to me from a friend of mine. I'm not going to name his name. He was in one of my style systems. It got him excited about online made to measure, all the possibilities out there. And he went and worked with a company that's over in China, and he didn't get the results he wanted. He was very disappointed. He had a couple friends that worked out great for, but for him, for some reason, he just has a hard to fit body. He was telling me he's got a little bit larger thighs, larger buttocks, pretty built in the upper area, but he's got a very small waist. And he tried to get the clothing adjusted. He tried to give him the best measurements, and it just didn't work out. So these are 5 ideas, 5 tips I would give, and I did give the gentleman, and I want to share with you. So number 1 is deal with the current situation. Get a refund if that's possible. Work with the company. Owning a custom clothier myself, I can tell you that we want return customers. We want to work with clients. We want them to come back to us. Oftentimes on the first garment, we spend so much time building out the pattern, working with the customer service issues. We're not making a whole lot of money. So we want you to come back and to get that pattern down, to buy more, to purchase more. We understand that even if you have even if we have to rebuild the suit, oftentimes we can make that up by the second or third suit that we've made for you. So work with the company. Exhaust all means. But let's say, okay, it's just not going to work. You don't trust them anymore. You got your money back, or you didn't get your money back, and you're ready to move on. The next step is going to be to identify the problems. Go back and look at the process. What happened? Did you give the wrong measurements? Were the expectations off? Were you expecting, softer shoulders and they gave you more structured shoulders? Were the trousers, did they fit pretty well? But the jacket, for some reason, was just too tight in the chest and too loose in the stomach area. Identify all of the issues, because once you've identified all that and you go back and you may find that, hey, actually looking back at this with a cooler head, I understand what happened, or I understand that was their house style. And then you can use that going to part 3, which part 3 is try again. Don't give up on made to measure. If it's a great process, but made to measure is not a final destination. It's a journey. It's a mind shift that you can actually have clothing made to suit you, that you don't have to follow all the style houses. That yes, you want to use common sense and you want to go with something that uses classic style, in my opinion, but that you are free to do whatever you want with your clothing. So it's going to be very hard for you to go back, and I would like to see you try again. Now, when you do this, you've got, I think, 2 options here. Number 1 is to go with somebody local, someone that you can see face to face, can look at the jacket, you'll be able to try it on. You can go through multiple fittings. Now, for this gentleman, this is going to cost double the amount what he paid for the online custom clothier. So all of a sudden, that's where his hesitation was. Is all of a sudden he was taking a huge jump in price. So he went from something that made sense price-wise to, it's a lot harder. So if that's the case, then maybe look at one of the competitors, maybe a step up, someone that's got a little bit better customer service, or that you can actually speak with somebody. You can explain to them your problem, talk with them. They can explain how they're going to solve that problem and then move forward. And this may be another option as well. So there's some great companies out there. I'll probably link to them, and if you really want to know who my recommendations are, who I recommend as my competitors, you'll have to stay tuned, because, guys, I'll be releasing that later here in 2013. Pretty exclusive, huh? I'll be recommending my own competitors. But no, so try again. Now, number 4, and this is, you've got to understand the limitations of online remote tailoring. There are still, some are great. And I'll just throw out a great company here, Black Lapel. My friend Warren over there, he is working his butt off to give people amazing customer service. I know he gets on Skype, he gets on phones, he does, the best fittings he can, but there are limitations. Warren's in New York City, and you may be in Los Angeles, you may be in Kansas City, you may be in Taiwan. Wherever you are, he just can't see, and there's only so much that can be passed in that information. So you've got to understand the limitations of remote tailoring. Okay, so the fifth thing and the last thing I'm going to say is understand also, where are your expectations now? I think one of the problems, if it's a problem, he went through my style system. So this gentleman, and my style system, in case you're wondering, is my 5-week college level course on style. So he had gone through, and I had taught him quite a bit. He had a checklist of what exactly to look for when he ordered this suit. And his standards had gone up considerably. Now, if you spend a lot of time in San Francisco drinking wine and you go out to the wineries, it's going to be hard for you perhaps to go back home to Kentucky and drink, some of that wine that you find there at the gas station. It's just not the same. You've got your palate, your tastes have gone up. And that's one of the dangers of following channels like mine and of learning about style, is your tastes go up. But I think that overall, that's with many things in life. Once you start to get into it and you understand the differences, you start to expect the best. Okay, well, hopefully that helps you all. I know it helped the gentleman who I sent the original note to, and I will see you guys in the next video. And if you have a question, don't forget, I've got my Men's Style Q&A website. I'll link to that probably below as well, and you can go check it out and ask any questions you want, and we'll try to answer them. Take care. Bye-bye.